Thank you so much for joining us here at the Tahoe Blue Event Center for the KIOTI GSOC Tahoe. We are going to throw it down to Devin Haru with the post-game show. He's got the winners and losers for you. For Brent Lang and Tara Sloan, I'm John Cullen. Thanks for joining us. Take it away, Devin.
All right, thanks very much, guys. Ice level here at the Tahoe Blue Event Center after an 8-0 victory. Team McEwen, a dominant victory over Team Allen. We're going to start the post-game show right now. We got a lot to get to, some reaction after this 8-0 win, a crucial win for Team McEwen, who now moves to 1-2 with a final game against Team Adine. So we'll bring in Jared Allen. We started the show with him. He told us about the nuances of the game. And Jared, on the wrong side of the inch this afternoon, take us through it from your perspective.
We got our butts kicked. 8-0 really stinks. But that's curling. We had some good innings set up. We had a couple opportunities for 2s and 3s, and then they make a great shot in the end, just changes on us, or we miss a shot, half shot here. So tis the game of curling, but it's always fun.
You guys have, I've been listening in on the games and the way you communicate. Maybe just take us into that huddle, Jared, and about what the communication has been like as you guys have evolved as a team. Not a lot of time together.
Not a lot of communication from me, other than great job, guys, great call. Great call. I just let them roll. So, but yeah, the communication's been great. Honestly, the team chemistry is really well. You got some really, really good curlers that haven't curled for a while. And when you get to this top level, Tuesday was a great show of what we were capable of. And then that's what these tournaments about. It's about stamina over the course of those days. And like I said, you get in those situations where you have it and you miss a rock here or there, or your weight's slightly off. And that's the difference in a tight game or a big blowout like this.
At the beginning of this week, you said, this is my Olympics. You are literally taking on Olympians, world champions, but you also have a 2-time Olympic champion on your team. What is it like to play with the likes of Wayne Middaugh, John Morris, Jason Smith?
It's awesome. I've been playing with Jason for years. I love Jason, and Johnny and Wayne are my new favorite people, right? And so it's been such a pleasure. I'm just out there trying not to be the reason we lose. I'm just like, make our shots, try to impress Johnny and Wayne. So if I can impress Johnny and Wayne, I think I'm doing all right.
Listen, you've been holding your own. You really have, Jared. So it's been a pleasure to watch you, and I know it's not the result you want, but it's been a fun week so far.
It has. We got one more. Watch out.
All right. Appreciate it. Jared Allen on the post-game show. We'll bring in John Morris, like I said, a 2-time Olympic champion. And Johnny, I know you are a competitor, so you won't be happy about this, but what has this all been like for you?
Oh, it's been a blast. Jared's a player, and I love how passionate he is about this sport. And I think he was the high shooter on our team today. I'm pretty dang sure about that. So it's been a great time getting to know him. And here's the challenge: we got some old school curlers in a new school game, and even you look at our releases, and they're not like these new, like the new young hot shots here. So we're kind of in behind the 8 ball. We didn't have, but we're not going to give up. We're going to keep grinding. We sure had a great first game, and I think with a few more breaks, we could have had a lot closer games the last 2.
Yeah, what has this been like for you, Johnny? You haven't been away from the game that long, but it's interesting to hear you talk about the evolution and just how good it's evolved to.
Yeah, the game has changed the most I've ever seen in the last 5 years. Like, to put it bluntly, curling used to be more of a raw talent game where, your shooters, back in the era in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, your shooters, it would be 80 to 90% on the shooter to make the shot. Maybe 10 to 20% on the sweeper. Now it's almost 50-50. So that's where, I think 30, 40 years ago, if you put us in a slam, we would have had a sniff. Now with, just having 25-year-old absolute, gorillas sweeping your rocks, and all of a sudden you can be a good curler pretty soon. So that's the biggest change. And, it's from a, I'm more of a purist. I kind of like the old school way where you had to be more of a pure shooter. But it's great seeing the game. It's great seeing how many these high percentages. Like, I feel like no one misses anymore. That's the biggest difference. Not too many people missing curling anymore.
Listen, it's been such a pleasure watching you curl this week. I know one more to go, and we'll see if you can pull off some magic in the last one. I appreciate you doing this, Johnny.
Thanks, Devin. We're going to have fun. You know it.
Well, I know that much. Okay, John Morris on the post-game show. We're going to keep it rolling here. Into the winner's circle, Colton Flasch, finally a win here, and you guys played well, a dominant 8-0 victory. I can't imagine in your career you ever thought you'd go up against an NFL Hall of Famer. What was this all like, Colton Flasch?
That was a lot of fun. You know, I got to meet Jared last year in Nashville, and coming out here to get a play against him and chirp each other a little bit. It was a lot of fun. I got to draw the button against him today, so it was great.
I don't want to be over dramatic about needing a win against a team. Let's be honest, that hasn't played a lot together and is behind everything. But it was a big win for you guys to stay alive in the playoff hunt here.
Yeah, we still need to come out and get some confidence. I personally didn't play very good last night and just had to come out and have some good throws today, and it felt really good.
All right, we'll let you enjoy the night here in Tahoe, Colton. Colton Flasch on the post-game show. We'll keep it going, and we'll bring in the skipper of the team, Mike McEwen. It's happening rapid fire. We got 2 minutes left in the post-game show. Mike, congratulations on the win. I just said to Colton, I don't want to be too dramatic about needing a victory against a team that wasn't favored to win any games, but it keeps you alive here.
Yeah, and the big thing tonight was get comfortable with the ice. It was raining outside. Conditions were, tougher yesterday, and I think we're going to see it more like these conditions tomorrow morning when we play at Nicodine. So we want to be, make good shots, even with a lead. Like, you still want to be precise, force yourself to make really good throws, and I think we did that.
Last quick one. What's it like going up against NFL Hall of Famer? Could you have ever imagined that for your curling career?
Oh, it's unreal. I joked I was going to pull out my Chris Carter jersey from the Viking days. Because I was just a rabid fan growing up. That's all I knew. Living in Winnipeg, that was my closest NFL team, so I loved watching him play and wrangle up guys when he sacked them. So it's pretty unreal when you think about it that you never have that chance to play Jared Allen on curling ice. Unreal.
Unbelievable. Okay, Mike, we will let you go for now. Big game. We've got to get some rest. A morning game tomorrow. Thanks for doing this.
Very much. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Mike McEwen here on the post-game show after a decisive 8-0 victory over Team Allen. We've talked about it this week. Team Allen, you have the likes of Wayne Madaw, Jason Smith, Johnny Moe. They have tried to find some magic. They haven't been able to find it, although let me tell you, they put a scare in Team White earlier. It was an 11-10 finish, more of a football score than anything. So they're having fun here, no doubt. A crucial victory, though, for Team McEwen out of Canada, out of Saskatchewan. They're trying to build towards the Olympic trials, and so they will continue here. They're going to need a win in their final game. That'll take place tomorrow morning here against Team Adine. So still a lot of curling ahead here in Lake Tahoe. What a place this is. So more to come from Lake Tahoe. We'll say goodbye for now, curling fans. Thanks for tuning in.